I'm live! Alright. Hello! Let me know if the sound is good and if you hear the constant clicking in the background. Put a little music on or something. There we go. Some royalty-free music so that I don't instantly get taken down. Oh yeah! One whole viewer already. Alright. Let's actually lower that a bit. We can hear the clicks and the sound is a bit meh. Ooh, sound is a bit meh. Alright, let me try a few things. I tried to put the noise suppression on, but I'm going to remove that. Yes. Here we go. Get DMCA'd. So the voice should be a little bit better, but it should also catch a little bit more. Get wrecked. Thanks. Alright. I tried to follow a tutorial to see how to set up OBS to work with YouTube's live thingy, but yes, first time trying, so we'll see how it goes. There you go. There's static, but the sound is better. Let me see what I can do. Maybe if I lower this a bit. Alright. Well, let's go with that. Sorry about the clickety clicks in the background. That's Veho typing up a storm. Only Twitch. Oh, okay. Is it different? Is it very different?
You're not using your tiny mic?
No, I'm not using the tiny mic because I couldn't figure out how to set it up.
It wouldn't catch my typing.
That's okay. OBS nice though. Yeah, someone's typing. Let me see if I can switch mics. Let me see.
What icon did you make?
You don't like the icon? Alright. Hello. Let me see. Mic auxiliary, audio, microphone, not Yeti. We're going to attempt to use this one. So yeah, the Yeti mic catches everything, but it also catches everything, so you're going to
Everything.
hear everything in the background, including Vero. Say hello, Vero.
Hello.
There you go. Alright, what am I doing? I wanted to do something. I had it in my head that I wanted to make like a... I don't know. Maybe a side-scrolly thing? What do you guys think? Scene. Side-scrolly thing? No? Bob the scene? Bob the scene it is.
Love the slider.
Hello. Alright, let's go and bob the scene. I don't know. I got the temptation side scroll. Do it side scroll. Cool. Let's do that. Okay, let's start off with like a new sprite. And we'll just also create like a little cube. just to have something to land on. The new sprite will be called player. And we're going to put visuals. Oh, you know what? Let's not do it that way. Let's do it this way. So the player will have nothing on it. Remove that. And the sprite will just be visuals. So there we go. And let's grab an image. Make an MMORPG. Yeah, MMORPG side scroller, life simulator. That'll be good.
My God, what are you making?
That'll be good.
I think you should play as a deer trying to avoid hunters in the forest.
Hunters in the forest?
Bambi the Revenge.
Bambi the Revenge. Sure. Sure, let me look for a sprite of a deer. Deer? Oh. Oh, that's a nice deer. Okay, let's just look for 2D art. Search. Okay, what do we have here? You know this is gonna be a good stream because like I'm doing this in the off screen. I'm realizing. All right, here we go. Create. Let's create a folder for art. Let's go into art. Create one for like visuals. And in visuals, we'll drag our deer that I have found from the gracious patron opengameart.org. Here. So nothing I can't show in here, I think. So let's. I'm looking at this deer. This is a good deer, I think. Deer run, deer run, deer run. Do we only have it running? Huh. Well, we'll figure that out as we go. F run. What are these? Image 2. PNG. Okay. Yeah, let's go get this. Give me these. Give me all of these. Probably don't need all those. And we'll drag drop these in here. Find out what we have working for us. If it's literally the same deer 3 times I've just downloaded, which would be absolutely perfect. Oh no. Oh, I see. So we got a deer without horns. We got a deer with horns. And we got a deer with darker horns. Cool. There we go. Game of the year right here. Does Bambi have horns, do you think? Should we have horny Bambi? Multiple. Let's leave that like that for now. 128. Sure, let's do that because why not? Let's just. Oh, it doesn't give us very good slices. Okay, well let's go by grid side, and we'll have a columns of 3 and a row of 4. Here we go, slice this up. That looks good. Apply, close that, and we're going to put a deer run. Oh, they're very well named. Oh boy, okay, that's tiny. Let's make that a bit bigger. So let's go to deer, and we'll put it to, maybe it's 16-bit. Bambi is big boy. No, it's Bambi in winter right now, so it doesn't have any horns. That's how it works. My knowledge of deers is exceptional, I'll have you know. All right, so let's go with that. And we are going to name these. Can I name these in here? I think I can. Sprite editor, and here we go. So run back. No, I don't like that name. Let's go. Deer back run 1. And I should have copied that. There we go. Wait, ain't horns all year round until spring? Let's look that up. Do deers lose their antlers every year in the winter? Sure.
Yeah.
Deer shed their antlers during late fall to early winter. This does not cause the deer any pain, blah, blah, blah. So no, they lose it in late fall, early winter. It's when it comes off in velvets. Maybe it grows back during the winter a little bit, and then...
It starts to grow in spring.
VORNGO. Wonderful. Okay, well, we have that going for us. Thank you, Nokel. I'm not sure what that means, but I'm sure someone does. 01, 02, and 03. And we'll have one for side. Right. I guess I don't need both. Right. Run. Am I using the same? No. Okay, I don't have one of these. Take this out. There we go. This will be 2. This will be 3. Right now, I just want something to play around with. Front. Front run 2, front run 3. 3, here we go. That's okay. Left. Yeah. And 2 and 3. So I will remember which image is which. Apply. Okay, okay. Alright, so let's just give our Bambi a right run, let's say. Here we go. And we'll give it a collider of some sort. I'm always tempted in sprites to work with 2D colliders. I'm not sure if... I guess that's what they're meant for, but... I'm not sure if there's a better way of it. 0, 0, 0, sure. And... it's just a really big image. Sure. Okay. Let's move this down here, move this over here, move this over here. Yeah, that makes sense. Don't question it too much. Here we go. So we have this on our player. We're going to put a rigid body to have it fall. Just leave that like that. And if I'm not mistaken, the 3D rigid body colliders, the 3D box colliders do not play ball with the 2D. So let's just remove that and put a 2D box collider on this. And if I drop him, good. I'm not as brain dead as I thought I was. So we now have a deer that falls kind of slowly, actually. I'll get back to that. Okay. Here we go. So we have a deer that falls. I can move him around. Let's move this bigger. Let's move this out like that. Here we go. And let's get this deer moving around and such. Bit of scripting, I guess. Actually, here's a question. Am I being dumb? Is there just something that I can use? Player? Controller? Let's just scroll through these. Animations, common, path, pixel, perfect, blah, 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 adaptive. I have it in my head that there's like tools for this. So I don't have to recreate it from scratch, but I may be lazy and recreate it from scratch. It's definitely laziness and not impatience. Multiplayer, there you go, for our MMORPG that we're going to create with Bambi. Here we go. No, I can't see it. I may have like missed it twice, but I can't see it. No, let's just move on, I think. Here we go. Let's make ourselves a little script. We'll call it player, player controller. Put it in a folder. Create folder. And we are going to go over to scripts. And just drag drop this in here. And here we go. Yeah, let's get into this. Alrighty, so let's grab ourselves some of the things. Let's get the rigid body. Yeah. Rigid body 2D, and we'll call it rigid body 2D because I am good at finding names for things. Here we go. And we're going to create a little really basic state machine, I think. Enum. Player state. Sure. Idle. Falling. Jumping. Running. Oops, two ends. Let's stay with that for now. And we can add to it as we go. So switch. Also create our variable for our enum. Player state. State equals player state dot start with falling because he's going to be falling when he first spawns anyway. Private player state current state. Our switch will look at the current state, and we're going to do a little case. Player state A. Well, here we go. Falling. Break. Case. Player state idle. Break. Case. Player state jumping. Break. Case. Player state running. Break. Here we go. Here we go. And we are going to also want to grab his box collider. So box collider 2D, we'll call this collision box. You know what? Let's follow a less strange way of naming things. We'll have ourselves a new private bool do falling. This is probably not the best way of doing it, but I just want something to play around with. Okay. Do falling and return false. True, actually, you know what? True. So, if do falling. Actually, you know what? Curse state dot equals rather player state idle. Here we go. And it's going to return false. How do I want to do this? Do following. If do following is true, I don't like that. So if do following is no longer true, we'll do it that way. Do following cannot take because it's yes, that's because I didn't do this. Here we go. That should work. So it's going to return false if it hits the ground. So we're going to do that. It's true as long as it hasn't hit the ground, and the moment it hits the ground, it pops out and goes into idle. What am I doing? Debug.log. Hit ground. Sure, just like that. And do falling, right, we're going to detect if we hit the ground specifically. So box collider and collision box, and we're going to do falling. Check if it hits the ground. Excuse me. Overlap collider. Get a list of all colliders that overlap this collider. Okay, how do I want to do this? I know there's a few ways of detecting it. I guess I could just check if anything collides with it and do that. So we have our box, and it's going to be falling, and we want to detect when it hits the ground. I could put a point here to detect if the point is intersecting a ground, but I think what I want to do is check every time there's a collision and find out in which direction the collision is, because if you get a collision and it's on the bottom, then you're hitting the ground almost likely, or you're hitting something at the very least. So maybe this is what I want to do. Let me double check what overlap collider gives us. Returns a number of results placed in the array. Get a list of all colliders that overlap this collider. Does that grab those that contact this collider? Sure. And what are the possibilities for this? Contact list and results. Okay. Contact list and results. Contact filter 2D. Alrighty. Filter 2D equals reference equals normal angle set. This isn't the one I wanted. Let me double check what method I want. Physics object, yes. Collider 2D, trigger 2D. This trigger, yes, we don't want that. Box collider, this is a lot of information, but it's not the information I want. 2D instrument, here we go. Hitting a collider, private, on collision. Yes, obviously I could do that instead. Collision enter yeah, I could do that as well. On collision enter exit stay. Collision stay is called once per frame for every collider rigid body that is touching collider. Yes, that sounds like what we want. And we're going to just remove this for now. Do that. We're going to have ourselves a nice little... What does it give us? A list? Collisions. This gives us all the collisions. You know what, actually? we're going to have a list, and it's just going to hold on to things as they get collision and as they leave collision. So on collision enter 2D, and we're going to have another one that is going to check private, yes. Oh no, let's actually do on collision exit 2D. Here we go. And we're just going to make ourselves a lift private. These are collision 2Ds. So list of collision 2Ds. I'm no longer seeing chat. Loud thinking noises. Yeah. Well, I figured it was better than just hearing the music in the background. Would you rather just hear the music in the background? I could do that too. Collision list equals new, and then whatever this is. Here we go. And on collision dot add, I will add the collision. And we'll have remove collision. So if also better check if it's already there. This should do the job for me, but I'll double check because you never know. Contains as clear. Contains collision. So if it contains the collision, remove it, and we're also going to check if it's already there before we add it. So if it doesn't contain it, add it, and then on exit, if it does contain it, remove it. So that should work. Cool. So I now have a list with all the collisions, and I can just check. So let's just start off by doing it the stupid way and have collision list dot count, I guess, is bigger or equal to 1. There we go. And if that is the case, we're going to return false. We're no longer falling. All right, let's select our player, our little Bambi, stick the player controller on it, put the box collider on it, rigid body collider over here. And now if I take Bambi and give it a little drop, will I get my massage? Yes, hit ground. However, it keeps going in. Alrighty. That is because it keeps doing this. No, it's because it stays in idle. So it's working right. We've gone from falling to idle. And actually, if I right click here, go into debug, I should be able to see the current state. Here we go. We're now idle, and if I lift it, currently there's nothing. Okay. Here we go. So we now have do falling. Let's do another one for do idle. Do idle, and now if it's bigger or equal to 0, collision list, I'll leave it at true, and then I'll worry about if there are ground after false. Oh, actually, no, that's the opposite of what I want. There we go. So if there is less than, should only be able to get 0, but let's just do that. It's no longer idle, so let's do this. If not do idle. Right now we're just going to do this, and then if that works, we'll move on from there and make something a little bit fancier. Falling. So if I go into here and I try it out, boop, idle, lift, falling, drop, it goes back to idle, and vice versa. Here we go. Alrighty. Very cool. Sprite render. Alrighty. Now let's actually detect if we're hitting the ground. Yeah, let's do it that way. So let's detect if we're hitting the ground. Do falling, and now if the collision list is bigger or equal to 1, on collision enter. How do I want to do this? I want to detect if it's a floor, so maybe the collision list should just be the floor collision list. All right, collision list. Not thinking noises. I keep seeing that message. And we're going to detect if it does. Now, there's a few ways I could do this. I could put a tag on it and check if it's a floor, but I wanted to go with this. Find out if it's underneath him. So this will only be triggered once you hit, and that'll be once you leave. So this list dot I guess I want to check the collision. I'm sorry. Okay, so what do I have access to in here? Collider. I should have access to like the point of collision, shouldn't I? Is that like normal or something? It's been a while since I've had to do this. Let me double check. Bounds. It's been a while. Center. Normal. Alright, let me check. 2D. Collision. Unity. Point of contact. That's what I wanted. Contacts. Okay. Collider transform tag missile hits. Yes, for each contacts. Collisions contacts. Okay. Oh. And this returns the points of contact. What exactly does that mean? What exactly does that mean if I'm messing with this? Attached to Unity. What does this give me? Okay, it gives me 2 points. Normal of... Oh, it sends out a normal. Okay. And a point. I'm not that interested in the point, actually. I'm more interested by the normal then, because I'll be able to know which direction it is pointing in. Okay. So, if that does not contain that, and this, let's just check the first point. That might be a mistake, but normal. equals vector2 dot up, which is what we saw earlier. Here we go. Let's do that and give it a little test again. Excuse me. Boom, boom. Okay. Is it, oh no, it's not crashing. It's because I have derp. All right, here we go. Let's try this again. And will we go into the mode that we want? Idle. It is hitting idle. Falling, idle. All right, however, we're going to test with a sideways cube and see if it still works. It should not. So if we click on player, go down here, check out falling, and do it, it should stay falling. Good. Alrighty. However, I'm not sure that that's what I want, because maybe I do want to just have him go up a ramp. There we go. All right, so for that, I'm going to need a normal. Remember, is it magnitude that I want? Returns the length of the vector. No, we don't want the length of the vector. I would like to know. Oh, actually, I just realized this is going to cause an issue down the line. All right, so if I put this up here and I drop him, and he hits that, it should give me a normal that is less than that. Right. So we have a normal that goes straight down, and then it hits something. Oh, we have a velocity that goes straight down, and when he hits this, it takes the normal of this point. So the y position isn't going fully at 1, it's going at like 0.9. And I can use just that, I guess. I could use just the y to determine what angle I want it at. So if it's 90 degrees, and if it's flat surface, it's going to be a y of 0, and if it's straight up, it's going to be a y of 1. So I guess it depends on the angle I want. So if I have a flat surface here and I have this, I guess 45 degrees is the last time I want him to actually have control. So that'll be like 0.5. All right, let's do that. Anything above 0.5 is going to smaller or equal to 0.5. There we go. And now it should capture this, and should still capture this. Nope, it did not. Oh, maybe I'm wrong. What is it pooping out here? No, it's bigger. Okay, 1 is straight up. That's where I got it wrong. I got it inverted. All right, let's go back, and bigger or equal to 0.5. Okay, so it did go to idle the moment that he hit the ground. Falling, idle, idle. And I put it up, he's falling, and then he's idle again. And then he's idle again. Okay, here we go. The problem I'm going to have now is if the slope is too high, it's just going to consider itself a cliff, which is fine. So if I drop him, it's falling, falling till it hits that. Okay, so when he does hit that, oh, that's another problem altogether, unless we want Bambi to be able to go upside down. So when he hits that, it does flip because they're two different objects. But if ever I have like not two different objects, that's going to be a problem. Okay. Okay, okay, okay. Right. What I could also do... Let's just ignore that for now then. That seems like a problem for tomorrow. Is that 45 degrees? Does he hit the ground here? Falling, idle, falling, idle. Okay, okay, I need to stop Bambi from flipping over like that. Angular drag, linear drag. And I definitely, I see why, normal. Constraints. And we're going to want to constrain it in Z. It does not rotate in Z. There we go. Alrighty. Cool. Let's get Bambi moving along now. This is going to cause problems down the road, but that's a problem for later. Collision box, M-box collider. Oh, I guess I don't need that because of that. Yeah, let's just remove that then. Cool. Alright, let's give it some proper values. I want Bambi moving. Private float speed. Run speed equals, put it at 1 for now. And we'll also do the jump. Jump. And 1 for now. Alright. So while you're idling, if input dot get axis jump is larger than 0, we're going to make Bambi jump. Alrighty. Now we will need our rigid body. Serialize, oops. Serialize field, private rigid body 2D. M underscore rigid body equals null. Here we go. Give our rigid body to our script. And when he is falling, he won't be able to jump. At least not now. We can change that later if we want to. And rigid body dot add force. Is that the best way to do a jump? I was tempted to just give it a velocity, but maybe that's a not the best way. Let's take a look. How are other people doing this? Grounded physics, raycast, debug. Okay, that's finding the ground. I did it in a different way. Move Y, rigid bodies velocity. Okay, okay. So they're going with the same way I thought originally. Here we go. Velocity. Can I just give it to 1? I probably can't. It doesn't say I can't. Okay. Let's have it a velocity of strength. Jump strength. Just like that for now. That doesn't seem like the best thing. Does not do that. Yeah, that's what I thought. Equals. I'm just gonna force it. So let's do vector 2. Actually, you know what? New vector 2. Here we go. New vector 2. Velocity is a vector 2. And we're going to take its current x velocity. We're not going to change that. And we're going to make him jump. Hopefully, this will work. Here we go. So let's just make it simple. Put him over here. Drop him like he's hot. Okay, he's jumping. And I can raise the strength. Here we go. Oh yeah. And he looks like he's on the moon, but he is jumping. Let's give him a jump height, well, strength of 5. What does that give us? Okay. You know what? I'm probably doing this the stupid way. Let me just check. I have code for this exact thing that comes from an older project, so let's just not reinvent the wheel. Let's see. This was one of the morning games. And here we go. Scripts, player, world general controller, player, viewer, rotator, player, floor detector. What does the floor detector look like? No, we're not doing that. Yes. Just drag drop this here. What does the floor detector look like? Okay, it uses 2D colliders. Fixed update. Alright, 2D colliders. Yeah, I don't like how I did this. Okay, and how did my old player controller look like? Idle, running, jumping, falling, sliding, because I had sliding in this game. What happens if I grab everything, go into here, paste everything? What breaks? Player floor detector. Oh, but I lose what I did earlier. This thing here. So I'll do this. It'll give me some errors. That is absolutely fine. Grab this. Here we go. Here we go. And that should give me a bunch of errors as well. We're going to create ourselves a little list called this. Here we go. List of colliders. Collider 2Ds, and we'll call this M for list. Rather, floor collision list. Here we go. Here we go. So if we remove this, a lot of new things break. Okay, so there we go. So this is falling. So what we're going to do here is just do dot count, and if it is less than 1, all right, in idle, if the amounts of floor is less than 1, you're falling. That makes sense. While falling, if the number of floor collisions is bigger than 0, then you have hit a floor. Oh, I see, because I had slopes and stuff. Yeah, I don't want this in this game, so let's just remove that. Here we go. Do jumping. So if floor detected, count is bigger than 0. All thinking noises. Still the last message. Alrighty. Oh, this is the slope. We don't want a slope. Floor detector, floor running. So this is if he is no longer touching the ground, is less than 1, then you are falling. Remove that as well. Here we go. And while sliding won't exist. Yeah, sliding won't exist in this game. We don't want sliding. Oh, okay, that's interesting. We'll just remove this because there is no sliding in our game. No sliding allowed. Here we go. Welcome back. So I should be able to do this. Check the first one and check the normal. Contact? Okay. Get contacts, the first of the contacts, and get the normal off that. Nope. That's not what I wanted then. No, you know what? For now, we're just going to make them jump upwards. So new vector 2, and then whatever it currently is, and y, which is the strength. So velocity, our body velocity. Oops. Velocity and dot y. Here we go. Else if floor detector is floor detected. Good. Okay. List. This is the first one, and count. No, it was a count. Dot count is bigger or equal to 1. It's smaller than 1. Oh, bigger than 0 is how I've been doing this. There we go. Cannot turn a collider 2D into a collider 2D. Collision 2D, collider 2D. Oh, okay. So it's a collision 2D, not a collider 2D. That's why. Here we go. Cool. So, if I click on play, do I have something? Ooh, 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 ooh. Floor collision list count equals. Do I not? I don't initiate it. Well, let's do that. Let's make sure there is some sort of initiation. He's going to have to wear silly hat and say the Bambi mantra. It hasn't been assigned. That's because I forgot to do that. Rigid body 2D is over here. And that should be better. Here we go. So, oh, jump strength, let's boost that up. Oh, I am currently falling, apparently. Okay. Ah, that's much better jumping, though. It feels much better. Boonk, boonk, boonk. And let's make the collision detection continuous. Start awake, interpolate. Okay, so the old working thing doesn't work in this scene. That's fun. Alrighty. Here we go. Let's give it a jump strength of 5. Maybe I do want the whole old play controller and stuff that I wanted from the other thing. Let's add sliding. Why not? Why not add sliding? Okay.
Bambi slides on ice.
Yeah, Bambi slides on stuff. Copy. Here we go. And we'll also floor detector. That is absolutely fine. Let's create a new folder called player, and we'll drop player controller into player, and we don't want that open. Thank you very much. And we'll also add the floor detector. Here we go. Now if I go here, and how does the floor detector work? Let's have them underneath. So a 2D collider and a contact filter. Sure, let's do that. So I do need it on him. Here we go. Box collider, contact filter, use triggers, layer mask, depth, layer mask, everything. Oh, and we'll be able to just... Oh, I was really smart when I did this, apparently. A lot more than I am today. Let's just call this floor. Environment? Let's call this environment. And I'll have environment. Floor detector. It uses this floor detector and go... Cool. And if I right click and click on debug, here we go. Use triggers. Let's use the jump strength of 5. Let's make it 10. 10 is more fun than 5 as a number. Oh yes, 10 is much more fun than 5 as a number. Okay. And we're running, we're jumping, falling, we're jumping. And if we go over here, we're sliding. And ooh, oh yes, I had forgotten I did this. Oh, I should have used this controller from the get-go. Oh, that's much more fun. Okay, so we now have a Bambi that can run around, jump, slide, and then jump from the slide. So let's just bring this over here. Sure. And now if I over doop, 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 doop. Oh, yes. Oh. Player view rotator. Oh. Memo to self. When on stream, don't start from scratch. Use tools you've already made. Let me put this here. Cell transform, floor detector. Oh, here's a question. Bless you. Vero, Graph says bless you. She says thank you. In case you didn't hear that. Let's put this over here. Something like this. Yeah. And if I click on Bambi now, and I go down here, and I put this back up to 10, because 10 was a fun number, we decided. I can run, I can jump. Boop. Oh, and it turns. Okay.
You're about to say, I'm a genius, aren't you?
Huh?
You're about to say, I'm a genius.
Past me is a genius. Current me, not so much. Could use some work. Current me could use some work. Here we go. There we go. So we're going to remove the collider, the 2D box collider. We're going to put a 2D... is there a polygon collider? Yeah. And then we're going to... Oh, actually, that's not so bad.
This is a sensible thing, right? The blood moon is coming. I'm going to destroy a new portal. All the same day.
Makes sense to me. Makes sense to
I'm
me.
not just destroying any portal, David. I'm destroying the end portal.
Ah, yeah.
Oh, no, there's one more portal before the end one.
And is that the... Yes. Okay. Okay, so how's this? Value cannot be null. Oh, yes, I forgot to add that back in. So we're putting this collider here. I can close that up. That's a bit long. It's a bit long. Okay. And now if we put this in,
oh my God,
Bambi falls.
Building this. What the fuck's wrong with you?
Let's see if I can get this better. Okay. Let's move this over. There we go. Let's if I hold shift, no, control, no, alt, no, there's no way to do that. Fun. Here we go. We'll do this. And
better GTFO, little weed.
This.
She's about to hit the fan.
Here we go. And I could add new points just doing this apparently. Here we go. Let's put something like this, I guess. Oh, that's a really questionable looking shape.
Quickly.
What's the game you're playing on the other screen?
Me?
Well, on your end, rather, yeah?
The Kingdom.
Kingdom. Yeah. So we're both playing with Bambis.
I should be working. I'm always working.
Yeah. It's break time.
Oh, fuck.
Whoa. No swearing on my stream.
Oh.
This is a family-friendly stream. Let's see. Sure. Oops, that was the wrong button. Let's put this here, but with a little minus symbol. And we're going to have this. Clean up them numbers. Okay. And here. Oops. What? Okay. This here. This here? Yes. I swore like a sailor. Oh no. Well, that's it. That's it. GG, guys.
GG.
Let's, stream is over.
You got taken off stream because of me? What?
Stream is gone. My YouTube career is done. And we'll use 0.3. How is that point? Which point is this? Okay. 0.13. And this is what? Okay, I see. Demonetized. Yeah, this channel is already demonetized as I don't have monetization set up for it. Yeah, those children will never be able to learn Unity because we've swore. Oh, that's better. Wee. That's a bit awkward, but it works. Bounds. There we go. We've got Bambi running around now. Let's do this. Here we go. Save. And now we'll create a little animation controller.
They did not destroy the portal. That's not good.
Let's see. Animation controller. Another thing that I'm now realizing I haven't touched in a while. Bambi Animator. Yeah, that's a name. That's a name. Alrighty. So we have a sprite, and we're going to put a animator. Ooh, is that what I want? Yeah, we'll give it the controller. Apply root motion, update mode, normal, culling mode, always animate. Let's leave that like that for now because I can't remember how this works.
I sent them off towards the portal, but they didn't reach it before the blood moon.
Oh no.
So they got destroyed by the blood moon already before even reaching it.
Rip in peace.
Sheesh.
Can I get an F in chat for the Ouija that has died in Kingdom? The answer seems to be no, unless it's like really slow.
There's a delay.
Yeah, there's a delay. Okay. Well, maybe we'll see an F eventually. Or maybe, you know, maybe Luigi wasn't that important. Right, we were creating an animator.
The life of my very replaceable knights are very
We got a G in chat. I don't know what that means. No, why am I creating a layer? Go away. Cool. So let's create some parameters, and I'm gonna do it the weird way.
Oh, I've conquered this.
Okay. Oh. Motion. Okay, let's create. What did I just click on? Let's try that again and create a folder, and we'll call it Bambi. There we go. And we're going to create an animation this time around, I guess, yeah. And we'll call it, I don't have an animation for him being idle. Run. Yes. 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 Okay, here we go. And animation. Put this down here. Cool. I now have access to run. I'm going to turn this off. And I'm going to select him and... oh, that's right. I have to do it the other way around. Okay, so I click the visual for him. I create. And in animation Bambi, I'm going to create Bambi Run. And my music just died, yes. Oh, actually, is any of this music... No, stop playing. Royalty free, I don't believe so. Or rather it is, but I probably should, oh well, too late. Non-copyright, yeah, that's what I want. Royalty free, safe, free, music's free. Okay. Okay, I can't do that one. Let's get a non-copyright anime lo-fi playlist for streaming. Yeah, that sounds right. It doesn't want to start. That's it.
Did you get any emails?
I did not. That's it, guys. Stream is over. Here we go. It says non-copyright, so I'm assuming like none of this is anime theme, but I don't know much anime, so we'll find out. You can tell it's anime because the picture in the video is a guy with claws and weird hair. That's how you know. Oh, put video on 1 point something speed to avoid copyright claims. Alright, we're going to find something that doesn't get me copyright striked. Here we go. Future funk, Japanese music, no copyright. Sure. No, 1 hour aesthetic. Aesthetic? Yeah, aesthetic music. Sure. Don't play the. Streaming is dangerous, guys. I'm gonna. Love me some of that. Yeah, no. 1 hour aesthetic music, no copyright, is definitely like my favorite band of all time. Amazing. Okay, so let's just play this, and we're going to. Wait a minute. Property. Yes. I'm looking for something and I'm not finding it. I think I'm being dumb. Oh, let's just do this. Here we go. So I click on that and I am going to make sure that Bambi's visuals, dear run F, and GMCA all around. Here we go. And I was clicking on visuals. it will kill me in cold blood. I hope not. There we go. Not that one. We want right run? Let's do right run for now. I could have sworn there was a way to like choose your speed. It must be in the animation controller. That must be what it is actually. Okay, we'll get back to in the animator rather. Players? No, it isn't. I feel so out of the loop right now. Int, and we'll call it player state. Bambi state, Bambi state. Bambi state. Here we go, just leave that like that. Alright, back to what I was doing. So let's go to like 5 and add a new thing on this. So let's put this here. Oh, there it is. And then go off to 10 and put a new one on there. And then go off to 10 again and put the same one so that it stays. Or rather, copy paste. So there we go. So if we play it now, we got a running Bambi. It's actually pretty good. It doesn't go too fast. I was afraid it would be going too fast. Okay, okay. Okay, so that's Bambi run. Now, unfortunately, that is literally the only image I have. And none of them are it standing. Maybe that? Oh, I may have to do some sprite art. Alrighty. Also, I wanted to make sure there was something I had to do in here. No, not that. Multiple tight mesh. No, clamp. Pixels per unit. Alpha transparency. Read write enable. Generate bitmap. Wrap mode. Filter bilineal. Point no filter. Ah, that's the one. Got some real sprite art now. Here we go. Look at that. Amazing. I don't think I have the skill to be able to draw a Bambi that's standing. Let's find out. Probably should have chose a Bambi that had other animations. Though I do like this one, so I may just pop open Photoshop. Oops. Here we go. And take a look what we have to work with. So the only thing that we really need right now is this, because I'm never going to have Bambi staring at me or walking away from me in this game. It's a side-scrolling platformer. So let's start by removing Bambi, looking backwards. Maybe create ourselves a couple of color squashes. Oh, I have nothing but doubts on this. All right. Okay, so as such, maybe I should have used that one because it's like, oh gosh. I may be making 8-bit art. Make Bambi stare. I may be making 8-bit art or looking for something else to work with because this is painful. I'm gonna spend like hours trying to draw Bambi. 2D art. A deer. This is just a deer staring? Deer, male. Okay. Is this literally just a deer staring? Oh no. Oh. Oh, this is much more like what I want. Alright. Let's go back to the female deer. Or do we want a male Bambi with like antlers? Maybe it's summer Bambi. Do we want summer Bambi or winter Bambi? You decide, America. Here we go. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do this because This is gonna be more what? More summer or more winter? Don't record that. Here we go. Okay, I got Lady Bambi, or Winter Bambi rather, I think we decided. Alright, and put that to 16 and more. Okay. I'm going with Winter Bambi. Winter Bambi it is. Here we go, slice. We're going to go by count, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 column and row 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, even if I screwed up which one's a column and a row, that should still work. Here we go. Here we go. So visuals, and of course I don't have them renamed. Okay, let's rename them. So let's do the run. And we'll call it Bambi Run 1. We'll go with that naming convention. Here we go. 2, 3, 4. 4 is the number I'm looking for. 5. And this one will be idle. And idle 2, and idle 3, and idle 4, and idle 5. And then we'll have, looks like they're eating and looking back up. So let's have special. Special 1, special 2, special 3. There's a name for these. Graph, I don't know if you can think of it, but there's a name for these kinds of like idle animations that are like just special, that happen every now and then. And then we have deer. I'm not going to use these ones, but I'll keep them in. Okay. Here we go. And we'll start with idle. Oh, you know what? We're going to want... Oh, that's a bigger Bambi. Or is it? That's fine. That's fine. Okay, so we have Bambi here. I don't know, rare animation? No. There's a weird name for it, but I can't remember it right now. Who's in my stream? Who's bumming my stream? Is it just you? Lorge. Here, let me ask my animation specialist. Because of meetings. Do you call animations idle animations? Idle animations that happen once and in a while. Like special ones. There's a name. Alrighty. Idle break. Oh. Okay. Very nice. Very nice. Okay. Okay, Bambi Run. Let's get rid of that. Bambi Run is going to be here, and we're going to let's have.
Oh shit.
Let's have it. let's have it set up so that my brain isn't following right now. Special. Yes, okay, that's what I was gonna do. Right, step 1, rename. So these are gonna be called breaks. I break. Yes, I'm calling them eye breaks. Oh, I probably should rename the number though. I break 1, I break 2, I break 3, I break 4, I break 5, and apply. I break, I break, I break. Okay, right, so let's do the running animation. So scenario, click on visual and select this. And we are going to add, this is run. This is run. We are going to add this here. And we determined that 5 was pretty good. So let's put run 2, run 3, run 4, run 5, and then run 1 back at the start because we wanted to stay on this for a bit. Oh, wait, what did I do? Is this run 5? Okay, play. Yeah, that works. That's pretty good. It's a bit too big though, I think. Methinks. I feel like he's bigger than he was. Did I... 18 maybe? That's a better size, I think. Okay, that's a better size. Alright, let's move the rigid body... No, yes, polygon up. Here we go, to whatever that is. And we're going to, yeah, we have an animation now. So if we click on this, we see a run animation. We could create a new one, and we're going to create Bambi idle. And Bambi is going to have a little idle. And then over here, it's going to be idle. Still on idle. Still on idle. Still on idle. Still on idle. And then we want it one last idle here. It's a bit fast actually. The run was good, but this is a bit fast. Let's boost this up to like here. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Okay. So we have the idle, we have the run, and we're going to create a new one for the break, which I might not get to do now, but I break. Then introducing the new I break from Bambi. Here we go. That's too fast. Let's do the same as we did. Oops. Here we go. Same as we did before. That's too slow, eh? That doesn't feel very natural at all. You know why? Because just looks like he's doing push-ups because he's not staying on the ground. Alright, so let's put this over to here. And we're going to take this and move it over to here. To here. There we go. That's good. Okay, so we have a break, we have an idle, we have a run, and now I need one for falling, I'm realizing. Using that. Okay. Sure. Bambi fall. There we go. And what could I use? I guess one of the run, maybe? Because its legs will be out? Okay. Maybe not that one. Maybe like this. That's pretty good. Okay. So let's do this, and then this, and then copy, and then paste. Okay. Actually, you know what? Just like that. Can I slow it down? Will slowing it down help? Help the illusion? That's pretty good. Yeah, that's pretty good. Got a little falling animation now. Okay. And now jump, I guess. Sure. Create new Bambi underscore jump. What does run 5 look like? Okay. And what does run 4 look like? Okay. So I'm thinking we have this one, and then what's run 3? 2. What did I just use for falling? Falling. It was 1 and 2. No, that works actually. So jump will go from 4 to 3 to 2, 2, and then stay there, and then it goes on to the falling animation. That should work. Okay, so we got ourselves a bunch of animations for Bambi. Now, if we go to the animator, we should have a bunch of these guys. And how do we want to do this? Let's do it the stupid and ugly way. Yeah. If I go to player and I look down at... By default, he is idle. Right. So let's go with idle as being the base. Default state. I need to get back into like quickly putting together prototypes and stuff. Too much time doing real estate apps, methinks. Okay.
They took my dog.
Oh no. Make transition. Make transition. Sure. I mean, I think the transition doesn't have to be like good in any way. Yeah, okay. So it goes into the fall. It has an exit time. Exit time. Fixed duration. No, actually. Has exit time? No, because we're gonna have a condition, and that condition is that Bambi state equals something. So, if we go back to not here, if we go back to player, and we go to our player controller, and we go up here, we have different states. Idle, and you can see idle equals 0, running equals 1, jumping equals 2, falling equals 3, and sliding equals 4. So I'm going to use that. Here we go. So here, if it equals, if we go from idle to fall, we want falling, so that's 3. croc. And this one, we're going to add a condition. We're going to remove that. We're going to... There is no exit time. That's fine. And we're going to do equals. This is if it goes into idle, so that is 0. For now, idle can go into a run. I think that makes sense. So let's make a transition here and make a transition here. And we're going to add a condition, and we're going to take this off, and we're going to make it equals. We're going to run. Run is 1. Run is 1. Here we go. Equals 0. That makes sense. And I might need to do something here, but that's fine. Let's see. And jump. It could be a run. It could be an idle. I don't think it can be a fall, but it could be an idle break. So maybe we want any state to go towards jump. And that will be if we get 0, 1, 2. This will be condition equals 2. Here we go. Has exit time. That's absolutely fine. And then we'll make a transition to go back to things. Can you make a transition back to anything? No, you can't. Okay. And this happens if equals to 0. It goes back to idle. I think the way the code is set up, it has to do that, but that's fine. Make transition over to here and idle break. You know what? For the time being, because I don't have a sliding animation, yeah, we're just going to use the idle break for the slide. That's fine. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. Equals 4. And then this is if it goes back to equaling 0. And let's start making ourselves a bit of a web. Equals, so a run would be 1. Oh god, this is gonna be horrible. There are better ways of doing this, I'm sure. And this is 1. And we can go from... Oh, but we already have a thing that goes here. You know what? Reduce, reuse, recycle. Yeah, we're going to use one thing because we could go to any states from any states, technically, right? Right? Sure. Yes. Yes. Don't worry about it. This isn't the worst thing I could be doing. Idle. Fall 0, 1, 2, 3. Fall 3. Here we go, and we're going to be going to run. Run is 1. I keep saying, and this is break. And for now, it is going to be a equals sliding. We decided. So for now, it's going to use that when sliding. Okay, so all I have to do is set up the Bambi state condition for the animator to be using the states that we have on the player, and we should have an animated doesn't have an exit time, but it has a condition. Okay, let me double check these. It has a condition, no exit time, condition, no exit time, condition, no exit time, condition, no exit time. Here we go. Here we go. Okay, so I've got this guy, and he has an animator, and he has a player review for another, and then the player, he has this. And we're gonna go into this, and I'm going to simply public. yeah, I don't know why I started doing this in public. I'll keep the tradition going. And we're going to have a animator. And we'll call this animator. And we'll make sure it is null at the start. Posture check. Oh, no, I wasn't. So here we go. Let me crack the back. Crack other things. Ouch. Okay, here we go. I'm sitting straight now. Thank you. Thank you, Mama Graph. Here we go. Animator. And do idle. Let's set him here, just because I'll know where it is. If how do I want to do this? My smear is not taking care of himself. Streamer is not taking care of themselves. Why did I read smear? Oh god. Is human. Oh. Our animator is human. Relatable. Being human, that is. Alright, here we go. Parameters. Ooh. Okay, let me double check. So, animator, parameters. Parameters Bambi state. That's what I want. So, dot parameters. Dot length. What else do I have to play with here? Sync, rank, set value. Ooh, set value. Is there a get value? Get value. Okay, and if I open this, I should have access to a string, right? Do I not? What do I have options as? Is that a sentence that makes sense? I don't think it is. My streamer's making fun of me. Okay, so index, long index, param int indices, long index, long index. I don't think this is what I want. Okay, so animator parameters. Animator parameters, animator controller parameters. Oh! Oh! What did I stick on Bambi? Animator controller. Okay. So if I animator dot controller, do I have access to that? Runtime animator controller. The runtime representation of the animated controller that controls the animator. Oh, I don't remember using this. I don't think this is how this works. And what do I have access in there? Animation clips, hide. No. That's not what I want. So this might actually be what I want. Parameters, get parameter. See animated controller parameters. This is so weird. It's the kind of thing that you do like 100 times and then you can't remember the moment that you want to do it for the 100th and first. So animator parameters unity script, I guess. How do I do this? I forget. Yes, animator parameters, and if I go into here, it's animator dot set float. Set float, set bool. Oh yes. Oh, dot set integer. Zero and close. I think that's what it is. So string the name, and I have an if, that's why it's giving me an error. So the name of the parameter that I had created. It's all coming back to me now. Can I rename this? Yes. Copy. And now I go here and I add this Bambi state and cur state. Am I allowed to do that? Cannot convert to int. What can I do to convert it to int? Int as cur state. Event if. Okay, what if I do like as int? No. I can't do that. Okay, so let's do this. Oops, sorry. This int. Can I do that? Yes, but it doesn't like that, huh? So if okay. This is what I want to do, I think. So let's do that here. And in here we're gonna do m.animator.get integer. Ooh, looking good. And we'll get Bambi state from here. Can I do that? Equals. Does not equal. What does this pop out? It pops out an integer. Current state. So here's int and m underscore cur state. All right. And you know what? Let's just poop it out here for now. Because in any case, if the state of the animator doesn't represent the state of the Bambi, we want it to set it. So right now it's that. I probably should set this up like the moment that the transition between state happens, so it only happens once. This is probably heavy for nothing, but I don't care. I want to know if it works. So, moving right along. Does this work? Oh, he fell, he landed. He fell, he landed. The transition is not as quick as I would like. Transition is 0, I think. Let's have all the transitions be 0. And speed, there is no wait, there is only transition. I think what's happening is that it's being set over and over and over and over. I think I did exactly what I said I didn't want to do. Here we go. So player controller idle. But it is grabbing the right things. So get integers. Yeah, this is a stupid way of doing things. Okay. Okay, let's have it so that it only does it once. So over here, we'll create a void set anim state. Ugh, I don't like that name. All right, put this here, and then we'll do this. This isn't the best way either, but I think it'll give us what we want. So get input to idle. Get input to idle. Okay. So every time we see a change of state, wait, why isn't there a change of state here? Oh, it has one inside. You know what? Sure. Sure. There we go. Get input, do idle. Here we go. Every time we see a change of state. Ooh. Because the states shouldn't be changing on every frame, so here we go. You know what? You know what? I'm allowed to do this. I put a heart in my own chat. Wait, can you see that? It's not coming up in the OBS. Oh, there it is. Okay, it's just slow. That's fine. It can be slow. It can be slow. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Else if, here we go. Buffering. Yeah. There we go. Oh, I'm already in an if. There we go. There we go. And jump. Jump already has one. We set it up earlier. This one has one. There we go. There we go. It's probably a better way of doing what I just did, but I don't care. Delays are fun indeed. Alright, does this help? Oh, that's not good. This is interesting. Okay, okay. I've done something the stupid way. What I'm going to do... This should only happen once. There we go. We'll add a debug.log error, which is the most powerful tool ever devised to debug your code. Definitely. Belly down to the floor. And we're going to in. I just want to know if it's going in at the right place. Come on, Bambi. In. In. Oh, it goes into a few of them because I think it's going from jumping to falling and so on and so forth. But it does seem to be doing it correctly. So it's only going in once, and then it doesn't play. Where's my animation expert? Working, I assume. It's unbelievable. Okay, maybe I didn't set them to loop, actually. Let me check that before I start bugging him. Loop time. No, I did set to loop. Cycle offset. Loop pose. Enabled to make the animation loop seamlessly. Well, we definitely need seamless loops on these 16-bit art Bambis. And I have to say, though, I'm a bit confused as to motion time, mirror, transition, mute, solo. It might be how I set up the transitions. Bambi state 3, it's in Bambi state 3. Make transition. Fascinating. Alright. So duration seconds 0, transition offset 0. Why does it start here? Yeah. Okay. I mean, I'd be happy with this. At least I know what the issue is. But he's not doing anything. He's not playing the animation. It has an animation. Writer defaults. Foot IK. Oh. Okay, let's... can transition to self. No. No. I don't want you to transition to yourself. I don't think that's what we want. Is that the issue? Okay, we're getting somewhere. I mean, this is the wrong animation. 3 it says. 0, 1, 2, 3. Falling. Okay. And we are currently idle. Fascinating. So, we're going to find out what the heck this is pooping out. Zero, and then it hits the ground and it turns to 3. Because I've been putting them before the... Oh, I'm dumb. Okay, I see what I did. I see what I did. I see what I did. Alright, it turns out, and this may surprise you, when telling it to change the animation based off of the current state, probably a good idea to make sure that we've changed the state before telling the animation to change. Pro tips here. 8 years of using Unity, and here I am, just not paying attention. There we go. There we go. Let me do sliding. There we go. And then jump. Same thing. I did it here too. Okay. There we go. Now Bambi should be doing what he's supposed to. Falling, landed. Yeah, he's idling. He's running. He's doing some weird stuff. Uh-oh. Oh, good. So when he's sliding, he is doing the animation. And it looks like his feet kind of touch the ground. Yeah. Oh, that's pretty good. Okay, let's make him turn around. Based off of the direction that he's currently running in. And then we'll have a nice little base to do a platformer. Me a mood for anything. X years for X things. Still not paying attention. Yeah. Well, I mean, in my case, I don't know about you, but in my case, the problem is the attention part. Good. So this works. It's setting itself up. What was I just doing before I read? Oh, right. We want to flip. We want to flip the sprite renderer. This makes it like go on a curve, so we don't want it in that. We're going to use the player controller right here. Yeah, that's the dream. And player controller, current state, animator, floor detector, rigid body, jump strength, blah 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 blah. What we need is the sprite renderer? Yes. We want the sprite renderer. So let's carry on with our publics, which I usually would not do, but why not? Sprite renderer. Player sprite. And make this null. There we go. And we're going to go down to the movement, I think. Yeah. Our body velocity equals speed. And this dot flip x is going to be equal to the velocity, I think. Velocity dot x is bigger, smaller than 0 if it is true, and if it is not, false. And I think I did that right, but let's test. Is Bambi turning? Oh, yeah, yeah, maybe do that as well. All right, player visuals, sprite render, and now we play. Here we go, land rocking in the right direction. Okay, we'll get back to that issue. And if we turn around, he's going in that direction. Oh, that's... Okay. Oops. Okay, we're not going to do it that way. So, if is smaller than 0, then true. Else, if it's bigger than 0, false. And if it is 0, he's not changing, he's not moving, so we're leaving it that way. Actually, you know what? Let's not put it in the... what is movement? If floor detector, direction is based off of... Okay, where is this being used? Where is this being used? Horizontal axis, and this is in do falling. Okay. Okay, well, yeah, let's just leave that there for now. Kind of wanted this to only happen when you're pressing stuff, but I think we can't really get out of the update right now, so let's just leave it there. Okay. So, he lands, he looks around, he's running, we'll fix that after, but he is standing. Idle. No, he's idle. Why is he still... There must be an idle check somewhere that I forgot. Idle. And I want my set anim state. Oops, undo. Copy. Do idle. Idle. Set idle, okay. Idle, okay. Idle, set idle. Yeah, there it is. I missed this one. That might be the only one. No. Sliding. Oh, yes, no, that is correct. There we go. Did I miss anything else? No. Okay, this should work. Alright, do we have a fully functioning Bambi? He lands, he runs, he stops, he slides a little bit. That's fine. I may just leave that. I love the fact that Bambi eats when it's sliding. Whee! 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 There we go. We've got ourselves a Bambi. And it only took us, what?
2 hours? 3? 3?
2 hours? It started at
3.
2.
Oh.
It started at 2. 2 hours. 2 hours is all it took for me to attempt to make this, get annoyed, start over.
Focus on the art.
Spend way too much time on the art. And recreate when I already had in another project by using the code that came from there. But we have a Bambi. There we go. Oh, that's so good. Alright. Yep, 2 hours. Okay. Sure, well, I've learned a lesson here. Very important lesson today. And that lesson is never try anything new. Never do anything good. No, it's not to forget to reuse things that you've already created instead of trying to create it from scratch. Oh, it's so good. Bambi the game. Alright, let's make the camera move around. We still have at least a good hour until it's like 5 o'clock. Alright. So, Bambi is hard to make. Bambi is expert game level creation right there. Alrighty. What do we want to add to Bambi now? Maybe the camera? Maybe make the camera look around? Let me see. Going with what I just said, let me see if I can go to an old game project and get the camera controller from that. Let me see. Assets, scripts, helpers, node point. No, not that one. 2 assets, scripts, camera motor. Ooh, that looks good. That looks like what we want. Here we go. So let's put here, create ourselves a new folder, called it camera. Here we go, camera motor. Let's just drag this here. And I have no idea how this works. This is like years ago now that I've touched this one. This camera, public camera, collider 2D game area. Okay. Transform target. Start moving cam bounds. Okay, that one I'm not sure what that is. Alright, let's try opening up that old project actually, and maybe I could just put this on here. Let's put this on here for now. Our target is Bambi. The camera is this camera. Game area. Oh, I see. Okay, let's give ourselves some game bounds. So 2D, no, empty game object, and we're going to call it game bounds. And go to get, what type of collider is that? Collider 2D, all right. Box collider 2D. Material physics, edit collider. Offset, size, edge radius. Yes, this is all very good. I want a trigger though. I don't want Bambi to collide with the camera box stuff. So let's stretch this out just a little bit. Here we go. I think this is pretty good. I think this is a good space for a screen. Vun.rent. I'm so happy. I got like troll bots popping in and just posting stuff and leaving. Oh, wonderful. Alrighty. So, game area, game bounds. I called it game area. I should call it a game area. Area, because consistency is best to see. Here we go. If I click on play now, what happens? Oh, the camera is moving. Yeah, that makes more sense. But you can just lose Bambi. Okay. So let's play with some of these. Speed, let's move this up to like 45. Oh, that's much better. Okay. And starts moving. Let's put this at like 1. 45? 45 is a good number, right? Oh. 1. Okay. I'm not sure what Oh, I gave myself a buffer. Okay. Okay. You know, based on how his feet are placed, I could lower this a little bit, or raise it rather a little bit. Let's just pause it for a second. Point. Okay, negative 0.1. No. 0.1, 0.2, like that. And then it'll kind of look like, well, his foot's in the ground now. Let's move the camera faster. Speed of 1. There we go. We created the best game ever. Perfect. Speed of 1 is what we want, apparently. Game area, yep, that stays relevant. Let's put this here. Here we go. Alrighty, so let's create ourselves a little game area for this deer. Actually, you know what? There is a tool to set up scenes with splines. And I can't remember if I have it. Let's see. Asset Hunter, Aurora, Volumetric Fog, Baker's House, BG Curve. Bezier Spline Editor tested on iOS, blah 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 blah. What is this? Let me see what this is over here. Oh, okay. Okay, that's not what I want. That's not what I want. Jason, Bootcamp, Car Paint, Cartoon Free, Customization Character, Choice Engine, yes, no. Dark Rift, Doozy, Complete UI Management System, cool. Tween is pretty cool. Tessellation Displacement, Dynamic Bones, Dynamic Water, Easy Mobile Pro, Easy Visual Novel Kit, Environment Sprite Pack. We may come back to this. Oh, not with this game though. Facebook SDK, Facebook Fantasy Free, GUI, Fantasy Landscape, and that's it. It looks like. Load more. No, there's more. There's more. Okay. Fantasy Plants. Oh, these are pretty. Fantasy Skybox, Fantasy World GUI, Free Draw. Very cool. Free Fantasy Tower. Medieval Homes, Madcaps, platformer games assets that may come in useful. Oh, there's little ramps. Maybe I could use this. What do you think? Would Bambi feel happy running around in a world that looks this happy? Or should we do something, take something else? Maybe it's a good idea to do that, then I won't have to make sprites. You know what? You've convinced me. You've convinced me. We're gonna download this. Platform game assets. Unity character rigging. Sure, import. Red Runner. Very nice. There we go. There we go. Your soundboard? Double check. Okay, the aesthetic music is still going on. But we're slowly running out of aesthetic music, so I'm gonna have to change. Did I do import? I think I did do import. I just clicked it again. Okay. Sure. What else do we have here? Oh, it's still going. It's still going. You tried to ask something and then you answered your own question. Yeah, I've never done that before. I don't know what you're talking about. Let's see. What else do we have? Image wrap, choreography, cinematics, low poly. Ooh, what's happening? Did we just? Oh no, it's still doing its thing. I see. My streamer's being weird. When have I never been weird? I mean, come on. Nothing to import. That is fine. Sometimes you don't have things to import. Cinematic image effects. Cool. I got so many tools that I bought at some point because I thought they looked interesting. Modular assets. I don't even know all these. Thing I was kind of hoping for was this thing where you could create a 3D world with splines and stuff. Here we go. Ooh, we need procedural fire at some point. I don't know for what, but procedural examples. What is this? Being able to create geometry on the fly is really cool Unity feature. Okay, that's pretty cool. Madcap shader. Pun 2. Jeez. Rain AI. Oh yeah, do some AI work at some point. Rewired. RPG. RT voice. Selected effect. Hong Kong. I don't think I'm gonna find it. I think we'll stay with the thing I downloaded. And see how it works real quick and set it up. Unity Tune Shader. Ooh. Okay. Green free. VR sample legacy. Alright, well. Alright. So, Baybat Games. Thank you, Baybat Games. And, characters, environments? Environments. Oh, what was that? New details. Update 1.9. No, environments. AI, EPS, PNG. Okay. Okay. Oh, that's not what I want at all. Tiles? 2D tiles. 2.5D. No, I want 2D tiles. Winter, because we decided it was winter for Bambi. 128. Ooh, look at all these. Okay. Okay. Oh, yes, and I definitely remember how to make a sprite sheet. Definitely. This is what we want, so we're gonna close up the other things. Art. We're just going to add here folder sprite sheet. Let's been a little while. Create. Was there a create sprite sheet? I cannot remember. I may have to sprite atlas? Tile. I think that's what I want. Sprite atlas. Master pack objects for packing. No. No. No, this is for something else. Surely. Surely. 2D. Tile map. Oh, tile map. That's getting closer. Alright, so we have the grid, we have our tile map renderer, sorting layer, mask interaction, and I think there's a window for this. Oh, it's slowly coming back to me. Sprite packer, tile palette? Tile palette. Okay. Create a new tile palette and drop down above. Click on that. Winter Wonderland, because Christmas was not too long ago. Did I just, yes, I did. Okay, Winter Wonderland. Grid rectangle, yeah. Cell size automatic, sure, create. And we are selecting a folder. Create palette into folder. Yes, sprite sheet. Select. Ah, there we go. Winter Wonderland is here in sprite sheet. I'm just going to recall this because I'm going to forget that this is a tile palette. There we go. Here we go. And inspector, do we have access to any of this? Cell sizing, grid, rectangle, that seems fine. Okay, tile palette. Drag tile sprite or sprite texture atlas here. All right, well, we're gonna take all of this. Generate tiles into folder. Okay, we're gonna go and put that into our tile palette. Art. Tile palette. Select folder. Alrighty. Okay. I'm happy about this. Alright, so let's remove our cubes that we had. We still have a game area, yes. And we are going to... Can I just start drawing? Yeah, looks like it. Okay, so if I have this here. And now I want to remember how you do collisions with this, because I remember there's something. He's going to go right through it. Perfect. Good. Good. Absolutely fantastic. Tile map render. And we're going to go to 2D. And tile map collider right here. And it seems like we have collisions. And it seems like the tiles are bigger than the squares. Wonderful. Okay. All right. So let's make sure that the grid is not that. 128, 128. Okay. So what we could do then, I guess, is put this to 128. Would that work? Yeah, that would work. Okay, these are all 128, so we might as well do that. And I would like fill to no point. There we go. Begin layout group must be called first. Yeah, I'm sure that's important. Alrighty. Okay. Max tile count 1,000. Let me just remove this and add it again. Use by composite. All right. So now I can start doing things. Put this here. Put this here. Put this here. Put this here. You know what? No, that's too high. Bambi isn't going to be able to jump up there. Something like that, and then something like that. And interestingly, I don't have dirt. Is there a just dirt somewhere? I don't think there is. Oh gosh. None of these have just dirt. Oh well. Let's just leave it like that for now. It's just for testing purposes. Alrighty. And we're going to do that. No, my bad. Undo. And add some of this. Here we go. And the fact I don't have dirt is really bothering me now. Okay, but if I go into here and I click on tile map, it has updated. So if I click on play, I should now be able to land, run around, jump not very high. Why am I not jumping very high? Okay. I must have, oh, well, rip. Okay, but I do have access to stuff. I think he might be colliding badly with these things. So is trigger use composite? It's going to update itself in this, right? This collider will not function with a composite until there is a composite collider 2D on the game object that the attached rigid body 2D is on. Whoa, let me reread that. This collider will not function with a composite until there is a composite collider 2D on the game object that the reconnection successful. Okay. Alrighty. And we're back. Alright. Got a little disconnect there for some reason. Here we go. Something like this. And then we'll have a little dip down. A large dip down. You know what? I want a dip. I want a double dip. So we'll do this, and then we'll do, oops, this. And we'll just add some of this to it. Got two dips this way. And we're going to get here and move on with our lives. And it genuinely bothers me that I don't have a wall section, so let's just do this. There we go. Let's test that out. Oh, it's great. Oh. Okay, so the collider 2D thing is what we started doing and then I forgot to do. So, composite collider 2D. Okay. Offset, geometry type, polygons, outlines, generation type synchronous, manual, vertex, distance. Outline geometry is composed of edges and will not preserve the original collider's center of mass rotational inertia. The composite is to a dynamic rigid element, so you may need to explicitly set these. What happens if I turn this on? Bambi can't go that way. Okay, for some reason it's detecting a side collision. Interesting. However, it is getting stuck there. Okay, this isn't working right. Remove. This makes no sense to me. This collider will not function with a composite until there is a composite 2D collider on the game object that is attached to rigid. Maybe this isn't what I want. composite here? Composite collider 2D. Materials. Trigger. Show me the scene. I want to know what happens. Uh-oh. Okay. This does not do what I thought it did. Let's remove the rigid body. Okay. And used by composite. Okay, that's not what I want then. Tomat renderer chunk. Detect chunk culling auto. Sort layer default. Mask iteration none. Material sprite. Detect chunk by culling ball. What is this? Okay. Alrighty. Chunk. Bottom left sort order. Mm-hmm. 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 Okay. Is there some weirdness happening here? No. What about on my player? Maybe it's this box that's struggling a little bit. Maybe. Maybe. Alrighty. Let's see what I did in my old project. For my dude. Not that one. Assets. Art scene. Okay, I didn't have a prefab build for that. Okay. Uh-huh. Wonderful. Mm-hmm. Max run speed in increment function. Fall. Continuous. Sliding. Seem to be having ooh, I was gonna say I seem to have a few less issues, but I keep hitting the boxes. Trigger used by effector, used by composite. Auto tiling used by effector. Okay. Let me double check what's happening here. So. Unity tile map collider bumpy. Yeah, I ain't the first person to notice that. So Unity tile map collider bumpy. Updating palettes and the tile map does not implicitly combine all the collision shapes of the tile. Instead, you can add on a composite 2D collider component to the tile map or grid game object used by the use composite on the benefit of having separate composite 2D components is that you can add okay, so it might be the composite though. So if I go here and I add a composite, composite, I just missed it, didn't I? Composite buoyancy. Oh, this is nice. Interesting. Effector area. Ooh. Pretty sure some of these are new. Alright, simulated freeze position in X and Y. Freeze rotation as well. Where's simulated? Is the body to be simulated and not effectively hidden from the simulation? No. Angular drag, gravity scale. There is no gravity on this. Let's try that instead. If the ground can't move, it's not going to fly away. No, it's still a little bit bumpy. And I can do that. Interesting. Yeah, it still bumps. This isn't as I want it to be. More research is required. In sprite editor, what? There's a physics shape and you can custom physics shape. Generate? Apply? What? I don't think that's what I want. Fixing gaps between tiles. Let's listen to this. There you go. Okay, I'm just gonna watch this. Let me kill some of the sound for a minute. That did not explain what I was looking for. Well, the search goes on. Okay. Oh, okay. Vertex snap. Okay, that's not what we want. After trying to write code that merges the square efficiently, both horizontally and vertically, I decided to look if there is a better suited collider than the polygon collider 2D which I've been using, then stumbled across a certain component that I now feel very stupid. 'Cause 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 I now Okay, so what they say is if we go here, use by composite, and then we use that, which I had forgotten to click, might actually fix the issue I'm having. Oh. Okay, and what does this give as a... Oh, it smooths everything out. Look at this. It's all one big collider now. Game. Ooh, that was funky. Still not happy with the movement of my deer. Can I not jump higher than that? Let's give it more jump strength. Whoa! Goodbye. Okay, yeah, there's still some discomfort in the player controller here. Yeah, but this is much better. It's not getting stuck between every tile. Okay. Okay. Oh, look at this. It looks like he's running on the snow. Well, this is interesting. How the heck does the code work? Okay, let's fix that. Let's fix the run mechanic because it's a little wonky, even if we have something that kind of works. And we're also going to look into the jump. Actually, it's 445. Oh my gosh. Alright. It is currently sliding. It's not supposed to detect a flat wall as a slide. That's not normal. Okay. Okay. How does my script work for sliding in this? Player floor detection. Fixed update. Alright, I have a lot of stuff in fixed update. For each collision, which is, it is up to 8 colliders. Okay, sure. Floors overlap. It takes the filter and it takes the, you know what might be doing it? Layer, environment. Yes to children. And if we go into here, floor detector, contact filter, and we're going to take this. It's going to be literally just environment that detects. I don't think that's the issue. Oh, I think I know what's happening. No, I don't. That's not normal at all. Okay. Know what I'm curious about? If you take this, stick a box collider on them, and like, oh, can I turn it? Offset size, edge radius. No, I can't turn it. Okay, bring this back. Let's only have 4 points. And let's mess around with this. Here we go. So let's put one of the points. That's 0. That's -9. That's -8. 8.5 maybe? Sure. And then we'll put 1 point there. 1 point, where's his nose? About there. And then 1 point there. That's what I'm thinking. So 0, Oh, that's the center. Okay. Sure. 0. 5.7. Make nicer looking numbers. Okay. Put this up here. Put this at this. Oh, that's not what I want. Copy, paste, and copy. Oop. Paste? No, the other way around. Okay, so 88. As such. I see. I see. So let's put it at 7. 7. If I have a thing like this, how well does that work? I can still hit those. I can still slide. Ooh, I can slide real good. Okay. This bothers me a lot. Alright. So, this is the weirdest collision box I've ever made, but it seems to be working pretty good. Collision equals null. Continue if collision get contact. So, okay. Points contact, yes. If the normal is 0. Okay, this is floor detected. This is slope detected. So if the normal of y is bigger than this, so bigger than floor, and less than 0. Okay, 0 is way too high. That's what it is. Less than 6. Oh, minus 6 actually. Negative 6. So from straight down to a little bit off, it is considered a floor. From that point over to like a little bit more over here, it's considered a slope. Let's bring this actually to let's go 5. 4. And then if it's above it or a little bit to the side, it's a ceiling detected. That should help. And I'm hitting a wall now. But interesting. But oh, this is much better. I'm no longer getting stuck in terrain. I get slopes. Bump. The camera moves around. Woo, I can get so fast that I can poop myself out, eh? Yep. Alright, let's increase the speed up to like 3 for the camera. And the jump is wonky again. Okay, I don't like that. Player floor detection is fine. Let's go back here and let's go find movement. No, there's one called jump, yes. And the velocity is current normal times jump plus equals, because I'm attempting to add to that. Okay, let's do it a bit differently. So For now, just add a 0, and here we go. Oh, I see why I'm doing it this way. Because I want to be able to jump off of slightly angled stuff. Okay, where's my paint? Bring this back. Here we go. Boom, boom. Boom, boom. Okay. Alrighty. Let's see. So, currently we have velocity, our body velocity. So we have our boy. That's our boy. And he has velocity. So when he's sitting on the ground, he should be like 0. Right? 0, 0. And then when I jump, I want to add the jump strength to the current normal of the floor. So the floor right now is like this way. And that should be of 0 in X and 1 in Y. This is this thing. So when I'm standing still, I take the 0, 1 and I times it by the strength. So if the strength is 10, that gives me an upwards velocity that I'm adding to that is of 0 and 10. Right. Now, that's different on a slope. Because the normal is now going in this direction, and that should give me 0.5. Oh, that should be a point. 0.5 by 0.5, I believe. Point 5. Here we go. So when we add our jump strength, we're adding it to both of these things, which would give us 5 by 5. So 5, 5. So that's why when you jump on an angle, he goes wee this way instead of upwards, which is what you usually get in different games. I wanted it a bit differently from what I remember in this thing. So I don't hate that. The issue is that I always want them going upwards. Also, there's the possibility that you hit a ceiling and you can jump, maybe? I think that leaves that possibility open. And then you'd be going downwards because the normal would be going downwards. So, what I'm going to want to do, I'm going to make sure that the velocity in Y is 0 before I add to this. That way I know he's always going upwards. Actually, let's make sure of that. No, let's start by that. Let's do this and then whatever the jump height is. Now what I find odd is when you start off the game, he jumps at this height, which makes a certain amount of sense. Oh, that's nice. Can I do that again? I like that. I like how you can slope jump. Our boy is doing a lot better now. I was gonna say, but later on you jump higher, but it doesn't seem to do it right now. So let's just mess with this a little bit. Maybe I accidentally fixed it. Oh my god. Okay. So jump. You see, I'm jumping higher now. If I move a little bit and I jump again, I'm jumping higher. Okay. Goodbye, Bambi. Yeah. Yeet. Oh, has my stream died? Yes, and it looks like I bumped into another one that is not, stop playing. That is not copyright free, so, fantastic. Well, there goes my monetization. Not that I had any. Worst comes to worst, I just won't upload this. Okay, this one apparently is different. Deathbed Paufu. Okay, well, in case you were wondering, this song is Deathbed by Paufu. Wonderful. It's kind of wanted like non-voicey ones. We can listen to it twice, right? Yeah, totally. Let's see if I can find something else. No copyright is what I would prefer. There we go. There's a new one. Perfect. Here we go. So, jump strength 5. Okay, I'm going to turn this off and start giving me debug logs for the velocity in Y. Let's do that. So, debug log. There we go. And we're just going to do a real quick one of these. Nope, not that. Where is it? Here. And that, and we're going to add in vel, actually .y, height and result. We're going to check the floor normal. So here we go. Floor normal. Let's just give the as floor normal and jump strength. As jump strength. Perfect. I just want to know what the heck's happening. So let's do that. Okay. 10 height and result. 0, 1 as the floor normal, and 10 as the jump strength, which is what I was saying. It should be 10 times 1 is 10, 0 times whatever. It just made the right thing. Okay. Sure. The 10 is actually too high for me and Bambi. Ah, see. And then I hit a vertical over here, and so 7.7 blah 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 end result. So minus 0.7 because of the angle in this one, and 7 as the floor normal because it's over here, and the floor and 10 as the jump strength. Okay. Okay. So I'm going to keep messing around, but I'm going to leave this in here so that if it starts doing the little jumps again, I'll be able to... Wait, I'm sorry, what? Yeet. All right. Alrighty. Friction. Maybe we're going to raise the friction a little bit. Why is it that sometimes it slides and other times it doesn't? Wait, does it only slide in one direction? The mysteries abound. I moved it down to 7 and it looks correct. Okay. I can't get it to do it anymore, the little jumps. Alrighty. 8 is actually pretty good. I'll leave it at 8. Alright, so I saw two things. One is that the jump height sometimes isn't very high, but all of a sudden that's fixed. The other one is that if I let go, going left, it stops instantly, and if I go right, it slides a little bit. That's bothering me. So what's happening here? If the direction, okay, is smaller than 0 and the speed in x is bigger or equal to the minimum run speed, maximum run speed. Okay. Let's look into this one. Don't save. Okay, so I have a direction which is like -1. Yeah, I guess it's -1. How is this used? Horizontal axis. Movement is horizontal axis. Horizontal axis comes from something. Okay, I'll get back to that, but I don't think that makes sense. Right, so we get a direction. It's probably -1 for left and 1 for right. So if the direction is smaller than 0, so if it's going left, and the speed in x, so x is bigger or equal to the max run speed, so let's say 10, negative. So if it's bigger than -10, or the direction is bigger, so if x is bigger than 0 and his speed, so he's going at a direction, it's smaller than smaller equals to max run speed, smaller than 10. Okay, so if it's within those bounds, or shouldn't this be and? Shouldn't that be and? If it's within those bounds? I guess not. Or it is. Oh, I see, because these are mutually exclusive. You can't do that. All right. I get it. Okay, so if it's, I'm telling it to run left and it's slower than the maximum left speed, or I'm telling it to run right and it's slower than the maximum run speed in that direction, then my speed equals my current speed plus the direction times time dot delta time. Oh, I see. Okay, this is all in this. So it's current speed plus, yeah, it's current speed plus this. So that would be the direction time dot delta time. Okay, times run speed increment. Okay, span times amplifier. All right, sure. And his speed is clamped to either the minimum or the maximum, so you can't go over or under that in either direction. And speed is now speed. Okay, so if the direction is not 0, however, I do have times where the direction is 0, and I think that's where it messes up. So else if floor detector detected. Okay, so if the direction is 0 and there is a floor detected is what that's going to be. So the speed in x now equals itself minus friction time dot delta time. Oh. Oh. I see. So his speed can be in a negative if he's going left. Max run speed. Okay, I think that's what's making it stop. I think that's what's making it stop. Is bigger than 0. This. Else if is smaller than 0. Oops. And we're going to take this and do this over here. This equals plus that. So it's going to slow down over time in both directions. Let's test it out. Can we slide a little bit? No change. Okay, well, I'm wrong. Okay, so if I'm running this side and I jump, we go there. This side and I jump. Okay, if I'm already moving, it's fine. It's only when I stop that it stops harshly. Okay, maybe this is why. I see. No, that's not it. Okay. There is the importance of commenting your code. I regret the spaghetti. I have no idea what this was, how this worked. I have to relearn it. Oh gosh, alright. Okay, this is just for flipping that. The velocity updates the speed. Okay, so if the speed, you know what? Just take this all out. Is this the portion that we're interested in? And I'm gonna start adding comments. I don't think I ever expected to come back to this script. Ah, See, Bambi is now sliding in both directions. And that's not quite what we want, but that's fine. So this is the bit of code that I want here. Okay, so I'm going to add a bit of commenting. Here we go. And we're going to add here. That is change movement speed if input is used. There we go. Now I know what that is. And this is just to set visuals to look in correct direction. And update speed. Update speed. Okay, so let's poop out this again. Let's use paint. So we have a speed. Its current speed, let's say, is -8 and 0. We're not going to worry about falling right now. Okay, so it now equals a clamp of its current speed. And this is, oh, I'm doing it backwards. Okay, so let's remove this. It is, speed is bigger than 0. So speed is bigger than 0. And its current speed, this minus the friction, time dot delta time. Sure. Sure. And then what else do we have? Clamp 0. Ah. Okay. I see what's happening. All right. I found my error. So this goes here. And remove this. So the minimum value, right? Clamp. Minimum value is this. Maximum value is this. And this one, minimum value is 0, and maximum value is this one, 0. The max run speed, rather. Here we go. So now, do we have a slidey boy? And that. And that. Okay. There we go. And we can add friction. Let's put that friction up to 1. 10. Oh, yes. Oh, that was something, but we got something here. We have Bambi. He does a slide. Style slide. There we go. Yeah, got a little bit of slide, but not too much. Darn. I think I saw a weird animation thing, but that's fine. Alrighty. So with friction of 10, we get what we want. Alright. Very cool. Alright. It is now 5:15, so I think I'm going to make him jump around for just a bit longer, see if there's anything I want to do before we move on. But we might be calling it for a night here. Oh, I like that. Can I make it even shorter? Maybe with a 20 friction? Oh, very cool. And he still has a bit of sliding on surfaces. No, I can't get up now. Okay, that's a bit of a problem because of how I have the collider. What if... I just had an idea. What if I make the collider, instead of a polygon, as I've been trying to do, just have it a circle? As such. Oops. Rigid body. Which? Collider. Is the collider right here? Oh, I see. Right here. Player floor detector. Alright, let's try that again. It's doing the thing again. Okay. It's really short jumps again. And it's telling me the end result is 8, but a jump strength of 8. Those are the right numbers. Info? Saying the height is of 8, but we were going much higher earlier. Uh-huh. Okay. Cloud. Jump. And we're also going to add this in. I want this bit of information. Is our body fellow? Highest end result? Okay. I guess I can't do this, eh? I'd love to see what's causing it, though. Okay, it is going up to 8. Alright, alright. And if I put this up to 10 now? Why is it sometimes lower? Mm-hmm.
Do you want to hear a funny quote from the show?
Ooh. 20 is very high.
This guy says, I've always been taught that if you paint a wall white...
What?
He says, I've always been...
There goes the boy. Yeah, but he's not jumping as high as he was before, and I'm not sure why. He's also stopping when he lands now. And like, I didn't change code. Did I? Between those two presses? I don't think so.
Are we cooking or ordering, by the way?
maybe the direction he's going in should be based off of the, not his velocity, but his direction. Let's use that instead. Dir. Let's use this direction, input direction. And let me double check this. Okay, so if it goes to 0, it is fine. Oh, that's much better. Has little skids now. I should add particle effects. Oops. Alrighty. Okay. I think that's enough for one day. This was cool. Doing the stream. Having a few people along for the ride. Getting sent stuff by bots. Very cool. I'm gonna call it for today.
Like and subscribe.
Huh?
Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Vero wants you to like and subscribe. Yeah, the streamer's gonna end the stream. I think that's enough for today. I might pick this up again. This was fun. I'll start back with Bambi. We'll do some more Bambi related shenanigans. Add some particle effects, maybe add some sounds and stuff. Music. I'll be good. I'll be good. Legend of Bambi.
Robot Unicorn Bambi.
Robot Unicorn Bambi, yeah. Bambo.
Bambo.
Bambi's revenge.
He's wearing a bulletproof vest.
Yeah. Alright. Well, see you later, Graph, and if there's anybody else, which I can't see, well, it was fun. So, see you again next time. And now I get to find out how to stop the stream. End stream. Found it. Bye-bye!